What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Boosted Jaden YouTube channel. Today I'm going to revisit Horopito Motors, where a year ago I filmed there. My part 2 video that I had made had videos missing when I went to finalise the final video, so well, there wasn't one. So I'm really pleased to have returned there and filmed it. Drive shafts, brake drums. That looks like a Porsche, maybe some sort of a Porsche. Have to look up that license plate. Someone's been writing on this one. 2023, 2022. Another old school car. You want to go back out that way, eh? Shafts. That looks like a Wosley or a something along those lines. Starter motors. There's an older flathead engine. More starter motors. Heaps of parts, eh? That one last had a waff in 2015. The little Suzuki. I can't say I've ever seen one of these. Bit of rust. Yeah, that is such a tiny little car, eh? That one, I feel like that one's quite well known here. I think that was here last time. Something quite old school. It's actually got a wooden roof on it. The bigger old wooden wheel. I cannot imagine, Lockie, what it would have been like to drive something like that back in the day. This massive upstairs room. Headlights. There's a Datsun badge right down in there. Look how big the headlights used to be back in the day, Lockie. Could you imagine what it would have been like to drive around with big giant headlights like that? Original filters. Whoa, I spoke too soon. Look at them. Wow, that is all just lights. Horns. Last time I came here, spark plugs. Well, I got heaps of ignition parts, condensers, coils, points. Whoa, even more spark plugs. Check out the size of that. Whoa, Champions, where they were clear on the front of the packet. There's another pretty old box. Champions. Fans. Distributor parts. This is just all ignition parts, distributors, coils. Look at all of those coils. Almost getting whacked in the head by, oh, light covers. They're pretty cool. Hubcaps. Yeah, look at all the coils. Look at them all. That's a pretty big condenser. Not condenser, distributor. Hey look, that's a Datsun dashboard. I don't recognise that. Oh wow. Okay, so this is all like window frames and that, nothing really interesting back here. Pretty old trailer, eh? Must be an ex-army one. But it'll tell us on it what it is. 1995. There are some pretty rusted out cars, in this middle section. Like that looks like it's maybe bananaed in half. That's kind of up in the air, that's down in the ground. It's got a very small V8 engine.
I swear you used to be able to walk through the middle of all this.
Yeah, I was sure you could walk right through this, eh? Half of these cars you can't even tell what they are, they're so pulled apart. Oh yeah, that one got crushed in the back. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What did it take back in the day to write a car off? Like, did they have to be hit quite hard, or? Look at all of these cars. Some of them are just buried. That one definitely is. In fact, that's below me. Heaps of old scrap metal. The people that run this yard were saying that they've changed the layout of it around. Last time I came here we actually walked up this road and went round there, and right here there were a couple of like more modern Subarus. One of them's still here. It's not a Datsun. Some more old cars. Scrap metal on this side. Wonder what they do with all of these when they get to like this condition. Oh, I've got some old minis. Wow, it's hard to get to some of this stuff, eh? I've got some old minis. That one's fairly complete. Yellow one over there. Mitsubishi. Some more minis and Fiat 500s. Look how big the offset is on those. The battery that's hanging on for its dear life, still attached. It's actually rusted right through the floor. And then it pops out right down the bottom. The next time I fail a waft because of sill damage, I'm going to show them this video and be like, now this is what you call a rusted out sill. Inside of the door you can see light right the way through there. That was here last time, I remember that. There's another blue Mini right up the top there. That one's kind of cool. Just for miles and miles, this is like all you can see. But I know they keep the slightly more modern cars on the other side of the yard. But I know out here is supposed to be a newer model Nissan Patrol. By newer model I mean 70s. Absolutely fuck that. Do you see it? Dangling right in there. Oh, let's move away from that. That one is pretty rusty too. Some of them actually have trees growing in them. That one's got a whole bush in it. That's interesting. That 1 year ago was complete. So this one, if I go back to my original video, should show that this was rusty, but it wasn't. Separated. Amazing to think, eh, that that's what happens to an older vehicle when left outside. Look at those leaf springs, how... yeah, wow. Got an old sideways shed over there with some parts in it. A nice little lineup of cars. Wow. Oh, that's a cool one, I like that. No idea even what that is, but look at it. Oh, those lights are massive on it. Take my hand for example. What even is it? Quite like it. Austin of England. Been hand painted at some stage. Not a bad job actually. Tractor. I wonder if the inside of it will give us any insight. How do you even open it? Oh, yep. The door is held together by wood. Maybe factory, potentially not. How many Ks were on the odometer? $75,000. It's all made out of wood. Wow. Well, that closed. Oh, it's even got an old school sunroof. Didn't even see that. It's alright when there's the amount of spiders up here. I don't do spiders, so we skip all of that stuff. Some old doors. That one's pretty cool too. Huh? Oh, I like the shed over here. Let's go up here. That was there last time too. That one got a bit mangled, didn't it? Have you ever seen a vehicle that dirty? Wow. There's the old Horopito Motors truck. Is that it? That's not it. That one's got turbo. Looks like a more modern engine, doesn't it? Oh, that's the tow truck, the Horopito Motors one. That is pretty cool. It's still got the boom on it. Wonder why they retired it. Look at all of those cars, just like all over a hill. Some of them are just stacked on each top of each other, like so oddly too. I guess for some people this would be like heaven, wouldn't it? Wow. You can... yeah, there's just so much to see. Toyota diesel. Heaps of doors and cars, and these ones would be quite well preserved. That one. Some old seats. So there's like this real narrow walkway to walk through. Another car. I wonder when that was last wow. Those are some big brake shoes. I think if I remember right, they have another car in there. Don't take past cars off in this lean-to. Wow, what have we got here? A Rover. Wow, there's some pretty decent amount of seats in that there. Look at that one. And tractor right up front. So everywhere you look, people have just written on windows and anything dirty, years and dates and things. Lily? Someone said mango. GF and RT. How about that? Falcon 500 guards. That's where we've just come from. None of them have keys in them. Some old black license plates. I'm guessing that's the scrap pile. Whoa, there's more cars in the back there. I didn't even see those. They were stacked pretty high last time. I've been working their way. There was a crane here. Well, that's probably the most modern part we've seen here yet. Wait, isn't this the room with all the engines in it? Whoa, Lockie, did you see through here? There's actual cars in here. That is a big motor, that one. Gearbox. But I want to come through here because I thought I'd seen... So there's just not a lot of room to even move in here. There is an old car, but not what I thought. I think maybe I hoped for a bit more in here. It's a big drop if you fall. Even up on all of the walls, like, it's just everywhere. You find, I guess, a lot of random stuff. Imagine the mammoth task it would be to sort out this whole yard. But there's more stuff over there too. I can't even get over there. We'll see, eh? Oh, there is an entry. And there's a car in there. Okay, I ain't going in there. There's a big pile of old diffs. So I thought my patrol had upgraded leafs. Check out those ones. Quite a few old cars. Did you find anything, Lockie? Well, there's the crane that they got rid of. They just moved it. I wish I knew what half of this stuff even was. Now that is what I call a timing chain. That one. Massive. Tell you what, the older vehicles, for as old as they are, they don't seem to rust out the same as... Is that what I think it is? Is that a patrol? I can't even get to it. It's actually like overgrown. That one's still got the spare tyre on it. I don't think I've ever seen one with the spare tyre. Is it a patrol? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Gosh, and there's a big mud puddle. And the whole ground is just full of water. We'll have a look, eh? God. I can't see, is that a G60 engine? Oh, my whole foot went underwater. No. Look at it. I really need to find the bump stops, but I can't even get to them. This G60's actually split the chassis in half. Clean brake. What do you think the owner of this was thinking when he made it? High-rise lifted Mini with a diff in the front. Would have been a cool little configuration, actually. Kinda like that. This is so cool. Tow bar. It's got a big sodding hole in the floor. Oh yeah. It's all pretty much gone, but still cool. I like that. I wonder what that kind of towing connection would have been used for back in the day. Some sort of trailer. Or is it just missing the ball on it? Oh. So as you walk down this gravel road, and I've just piled the cars all around the road, which is quite cool, rather than having to walk through them like you did originally. Would be cool if they'd let you drive golf carts around here. Oh, there's the building that we were just in. That's what it looks like from this side. There's an old crane. There's a stream down there. I wonder how many old cars made it down there. Look at that one, how buried it is. Just overgrown in time. Okay, I don't think there's much more else to see along here. That would be pretty old because of the design of it. Suicide rear doors. That one's got the same sort of doors on the back of it too. Or is that the front of it? Is that the front or the rear of that particular car? I want to say it's the front. Is it? Must be. The rusty, oily covered water. Another old school truck right there. Tell you what, you couldn't see this last time, the river. That car right on the top there, I think it's got a real good stance from the distance. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'm wrapping up this side. There's not a lot to see really from last time, although that one is overgrown to a new level. Some of them are absolutely rooted, eh? Pretty old. Those old bumpers on it. When most cars were rear wheel drive. Or drum brakes all round. That one's got a bit of damage in the sill. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I'm re-entering back into cars I've already looked at, so that I think will do it for this first quick recap part on the old school side of Horopito Motors. I think it would have, I mean, it's cool to look at, but for someone like me as a car person, I need to understand what these cars are, and I don't know what half of them are. In fact, I've probably seen like 2 or 3 cars that I actually recognise, and some of them had badges on them. So it was a bit of a giveaway. Anyways, I'll catch you in part 2.